Hello everyone, this is Yasin. Today we are going to have a walk in Galata, but it will be a specific walk because I will show you the remaining sections of the walls of Galata. The walls of Galata were built by the Genoese because Galata used to be a Genoese colony, and unfortunately the walls of Galata were destroyed, heavily destroyed in the 19th century because of modernization in the historical district of Galata. So today only one gate could survive, and you can see some towers. This is one of them. It has been recently restored, but the remaining sections of Galata, walls of Galata, are generally in a really bad condition. And this gate is called Harip Gate, and there is a marble slab over the gate. As you can see, there is a metal fence for protection because there is always a risk of being stolen in Istanbul. And this sound comes from the bridge, metro bridge. In the marble slab, you can see three different coat of arms. First one, which is on the left side, is an eagle. It represents Doria family. The one in the middle represents the cross of the Republic of Genoa, the cross of St. George. And the last one belongs to the Meruida family. And this street is called Yanık Kapı, which means burnt gate in Turkish. That's why some people mistake this gate for the burnt gate, but it was another gate. Today Galata is quite empty. The reason is it's a public holiday. It's also this peaceful, this empty on Sunday because this is a commercial area and Sunday is a regular holiday. And let me also show you the gate from another angle. There is another remaining section of the walls of Galata on this street, but it's under restoration. Now you cannot see them, but I will share a picture of the remaining section of the walls on this street. Seems like there is nobody in Galata except these two cats, and they were fighting until they saw me. Now they're just watching me. We can see the backside of the walls around the gate at Eflatun Street. As you can see, this tower was transformed into a strange building, and as I mentioned before, the remaining sections of the walls of Galata are in miserable condition. And a lot of people have no idea about them because they didn't even know that Galata used to have walls. There is a section of the walls of Galata under Haliç Metro Bridge, and it's an important remaining section. And a few years ago, the Istanbul municipality said it's gonna be restored, but I haven't seen any restoration work until now. And as you can see, this area looks like abandoned. And there is one more section of the walls, and this section has a marble slab with an inscription. So you can only see two marble slabs in the walls of Galata. This is the second one. When you come here, you should be careful because there are some stray dogs around the walls and they might attack you. And I will show you one more thing, which is in the courtyard of Sokullu Mehmet Pasha Mosque, which is a 16th century building. This is a very small remaining section of the walls. There are some ruins under Unkapanı Atatürk Bridge, and I think it might be part of the walls of Galata. So let me show you the ruins. As you can see, this wall is kind of thick, so it looks like similar to the other remaining sections of the walls of Galata. As I mentioned before, today Galata is mainly a commercial area, and a lot of buildings are in very bad condition, especially along the Golden Horn, and you can see a remaining of the walls behind them. Today a lot of people come to Galata for especially seafood, and this place used to be called Galata Fish Market, but now people mistake it for Karaköy. And this is Makbul Ibrahim Pasha Mosque, and there are some local seafood restaurants, and there is a tower right behind them, and the tower has a metal chimney on top of it. It looks kind of strange, and I will show you the same tower from the backside. Let's go there. I also want to give you a short walk in the area. As you can see, it's kind of busy. And this mosque was first built in the 16th century by Ibrahim Pasha, Grand Vizier of Suleiman the Magnificent. And this building has a basement, a substructure. Probably it's a remaining section or a substructure of a Genoese tower. And today it's believed that it's the tomb of Ibrahim Pasha, but also there is another name, the tomb of Koyun Baba. This is the name of the building. It's right behind the mosque. And let's go and see the tower from the backside. Okay, now you can see the tower. It looks much better from this side. And this street is called Yöneticisiler. Seems like they built a concrete structure inside the tower. This neighborhood is an important part of historical Istanbul, but unfortunately it has been neglected for a long time, and people working here don't care about history, as you can see. This is a common problem in commercial areas of Istanbul. For example, when you go to Mahmut Pasha district or neighborhood, near the Grand Bazaar, you can see the same problem. There are a lot of Ottoman commercial buildings and they are in terrible condition. You can see one of the most important sections of the walls of Galata at Şair Ziya Pasha Street. There is a tower which is right behind the Catholic Church of St. Peter and Paul. You can see a metal green bell tower of the church right behind the tower. This wall actually continues after these buildings, and there is one more tower, but it's not easy to see it. But next time when you go up Galata Tower, you can see these two towers from the balcony of Galata Tower easily. And I will share a picture of the two towers I took from Galata Tower. This is the second tower I have just mentioned. And these two towers are not too far from Galata Tower. And Galata Tower is the most important remaining section from the walls of Galata. It has 8 levels, but first 2 or 3 levels are Genoese, according to Semavi, a Turkish professor who published a lot of things on pre-Ottoman Istanbul. And the other 5 levels were added by the Ottomans. Now it's under restoration, but it will be open to the visitors very soon. I just talked to someone from the restoration team, and he said the tower will be open to the visitors in the first week of May. And this is another remaining section of the walls of Galata. Now I'm at Lüleci Hendek Caddesi Street. Hendek means moat in Turkish, because there used to be a moat here. It also disappeared after the modernization of Galata in the 19th century. And there is a tower which is in the courtyard of a French high school, Saint Benoît. This is one of the surviving towers from the walls. The walls of Galata were not built at the same time. That's why they have a strange position in the city. So when you have a walk in today's Galata, you feel this. Now we are going to Tophane neighborhood to see the last surviving sections of the walls of Galata. After a very short walk, I came to Tophane, and there's a very thick wall. You can see here. It looks like the lower level of a Genoese tower, and there's a cafe on top of it now. Now I'm in the courtyard of Kemankesh Mustafa Pasha Mosque, which is an 18th century Ottoman building, and there is a big portion of the walls of Galata right behind the mosque. And actually the ground of this mosque is much older. There used to be a Genoese church. If I'm not wrong, its name was San Antonio. And there is one more building nearby, and it will be the last place before we finish our tour. It's the underground mosque. Let's go there. The underground mosque is a substructure of a giant tower, but the tower did not belong to the walls of Genoese Galata, or it was not a Genoese structure. It's much older, and it had an important function during the Eastern Roman time, because the great chain of the Golden Horn was connected to the tower in this part of Galata. Now we only have this substructure, and it was turned into a mosque by the Ottomans, and it was named Yeraltı, which means underground. That's the white area is the entrance of the mosque, and there is a wall about the entrance. Before we finish our tour, let me also show you this substructure. As I mentioned before, it doesn't belong to the Genoese walls, but it's worth showing. There are also symbolic tombs in the mosque. I already shared videos about these tombs, so you can find them on my channel. Now I'm outside. You can see two minarets up there. One belongs to the underground mosque, the other one belongs to Kemankesh Mustafa Pasha Mosque. We are about to finish our tour, and I'm sure that there is more from the walls of Galata, maybe behind or underneath different buildings, but I try to show you the remaining section I discovered. And thank you guys for watching the video. See you next time.